Hi there. My internet keeps cutting out, so I'm going to try and do this before I get cut off again. But I think I let you guys off at La Figuera in the bioluminescent bay, so you get to swim in glowing water, so just go. After you go to the bioluminescent bay in La Figuera, you need to go to the art museum and the history museum in Ponce. Those were two really well done museums, and I'm not really much of an art guy or a history guy or a museum guy either, but I liked them. They were really well done, so definitely go and check them out. And after that, you guys should go to Culebra. A couple dear friends of mine came down from Wisconsin, and we were able to go to Culebra for the day, or part of the day, I guess. Ferry took a while, but at any rate, we made it to Culebra, and we went to a beach, and we actually walked off the ferry line a little bit, and my one friend and I were a little bit ahead of my other one, and she saw that my other friend was struggling, so she was like, hey, go back and help her, and I was like, okay, I'm on it. So then I went back and I got my friend, I'm like, hey, are you okay? She's like, no, we're fighting, and she was kind of like, semi-serious, but kind of playful as well. And then we walked under a bush, and she kind of got whacked by a branch, which may or may not have been my fault. A little bit. Shh, don't tell her. But I did not realize it was my fault until she was actually hit in the face, or wherever she got hit with the branch. And then all of a sudden she was like, now we're fighting! She didn't really do that, but at any rate, we ended up going through someone's yard, and then we made it on the road, and then we went to a beach, and then it was a beautiful day, and we got along famously after that. So, Bioluminescent Bay, the Ponce Museum, Culebra, and if you happen to be near San German around Christmas time, go to La Encendida, which is the lighting of the university. They put Christmas lights and the palm trees and everywhere, and it's a gorgeous ceremony. It's beautiful, so just go if you can. And now, my beautiful audience, thank you for being such a wonderful audience. I do have a couple more parting gifts from you. I was not able to capture all the splendor and all the pain and all the beautiful everything that goes into an exchange program. Everybody's exchange program is a little different. So if you are not all that impressed with this presentation, I'm sorry, but this is my presentation, and these were the highlights of my time in Puerto Rico. I mean, I don't know. My experience was wonderful. Definitely an experience of a lifetime. I can't promise you glitter and sunshine every single day that you're at your study abroad program or wherever, but I can promise you it's going to be a great experience. It's definitely going to be an experience of a lifetime. Of a lifetime. So, before we go, haha, what kind of an education major would I be if I didn't have a couple little lessons? So, 10 quick lessons for you super duper great. Lesson 1. Realize that you are not at home. It might be a little bit obvious, but we don't realize that we're not at home until we actually are like, hey, I don't have my car. Hey, I can't call up my best friend and just go wherever I want. So realize that you're not at your own home. You can make yourself a home, but you won't actually be at home. It'll make more sense when you're there. Trust me. But just keep that in mind. Lesson 2. Be open, but safe. What do I want to say with this? Well, when you're there, be open-minded to different experiences that you might have, but be safe, be prudent, protect yourself. Please protect yourself. Look out for your own protection, look out for people who are in your group that you might need to look after, and make sure that they are protected as well. But make sure that you are protected, because bad things can happen when you're not safe, and bad things can happen when you are safe as well. I'm not saying anything good or bad for either one necessarily, but lesson 3. Try to arrive a few days early, if you can, if it's at all possible, to explore around your campus. I didn't know what kind of campus I was going to get until I got there, so I wanted a little bit of time to find like the grocery store or whatever else I might need, and that was really worth the extra time getting there. And then as you're out and about exploring, be friendly and find friends. Make friends, rather. Because if you are going to be there for a week, or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or a month, or a semester, you're going to need some friends, man. I mean, duh. You have to have some friends. Everybody's got to have some friends in order to make life fun. So make your friends. They're down there, and as you're making your friends, don't be afraid to practice your language. Your friends are there to help you. They want you to do good. They don't want you to sound like a moron. So go ahead and practice your language with your friends. Spanish, English, French, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, German, whatever, what have you. So just go ahead, practice. You're gonna make mistakes. I make mistakes still. You're gonna make mistakes. Just go ahead and do it. Another little thing. Whoa. Drop the card. Plan well with your money. If you don't know what a budget is, Google it, talk with your friends, talk with your parents, get a budget together, because if you have money troubles, it's just going to make everything really unpleasant. I was blessed that my parents were able to help me through whatever needs I needed, so thank you God for that. But I realized that there are people who might need more help than what I needed. So try for that. Lesson 7. Find ways to entertain yourself, because if you can't entertain yourself and the whole dormitory is emptied out because they went home for the weekend, you're going to have a hard time. So I wrote a lot. I wrote songs. I wrote a lot of journal entries. I wrote this and that. So you might write a lot. I don't know. You might write a novel and have it be a bestseller. You never know. And lesson 8. Before, during, and after your time, wherever you study abroad, do your homework. Make sure it's going to be a good fit for you. Just do your homework. Try and make sure that your university town and your university are going to be a good fit for you, because otherwise, if you don't do your homework, you might end up in a not so great town. But yeah, just do your homework. Lesson 9 and 10 are super quick. You need to enjoy and learn from your time studying abroad, because you're going to learn whether you want to or not. So it won't be a complete waste. But if you don't enjoy your time, it might have been quite a bit of a waste to go there for a whole month or semester or whatever time you go. If you don't enjoy it, it's going to be a waste. So enjoy your time there, because once you're done, you're done. And you may or may not return at some point, but if you do, it's going to be good. The last bit of advice I can give you is to go. Go, 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 go. I had a wonderful experience. I mean, I can't promise you roses and sunshine every single day, but I can promise you that it will be the experience of a lifetime. So definitely go. And before I leave you, I just want to give you a tiny bit of a gift that my NSE staff gave me before I left. I'm going to try and do this with a good voice, but I've been recording and my voice is getting a little raspy or whatever, so be patient with me. I'm just going to leave you with a little bit of something that I left. One of my dear friends, before I left, took me to a church service, and they sang this at the church service. He knows who he is, and for privacy's sake, all the people I've left names out, just in case they don't want to be identified worldwide. So, thank you, and Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you more later.